Hi gardening friends, I'm Lark and I'm in Wisconsin, Zone 5. Welcome to my Tea Time Tuesday. With our severely cold winter, I lost a lot of my sweet autumn. That's the clematis that's on the fence and the arch. It got to the fence, but usually it's that thick over the top of the arch, and it isn't this year. But I'm thankful that it even just came back. So there's always next year. Mandevilla vine, aggressive creeping Jenny hanging in that pot. Whoops. Along with lantana. And my William Baffin rose. If it's a healthy William Baffin, it would be blooming all over again. It just has some blooms. It's not real healthy. Some goldenrod in here, which will come out as soon as it shows signs of starting to go to seed. And then great blue lobelia back there. So I'll be pulling the goldenrod out. Some type of white aster. It's usually very pretty in front here, a wild one. I leave some lobelia come up here. And then some aster is here also. Gloriosa daisies. This time of the year, spider webs are so pretty. See, the water rained this last night and this morning. Pretty. Corydalis, a nice shade perennial. Reseeds a lot. Blooms from spring to fall. But that means it also reseeds that much. It planted itself there. Hyacinth bean vine. One seed is in the ground there, and it reseeded itself. I like the stems being the dark color. And then the leaves also have veining of the dark color. So there's more interest in it than, let's say, the blue morning glory, heavenly blue, which I like too. But it's just the blue flowers, and that means just in the morning too, or shaded afternoon. So that hyacinth bean vine, I think, is more bang for your buck. Yep, I have to have a clock in the garden. There's a couple of them, one over by the veggie garden too. Otherwise, time just gets away from me. All wet. Thanks for your input, everyone, on my jade plant. I did advertise it on Craigslist for $200. And I'm pretty firm on that, I think, because I don't have to sell it right away or this year. My big thing is I want it to have a good home. Okay. Again, I use the real estate signs, the metal part, to prop up the Annabelles too. I don't think I can show you it. They're leaning over now, but otherwise they'd be on the ground. You can see a little in here. I have some curved metal. Oh, no. This is a like a sidewalk fence. Can you see that? I use just about anything to prop plants, including my twigging method that I've talked about in other videos. Good filler. It's right up there with perilla as a filler and late season interest or color. Here's the flower on the perilla, and these are going to have to come out soon. I think Roxanne wants some so she can have whatever she wants. And then whatever's on this edge too needs to come out. Perennials. Couple lone daylilies yet. And here's what I was talking about, I think last week, with the garlic chives being against the perilla. It's going to look pretty, the white. And then the Annabelle blooms, the lime green with the perilla. Beautiful day. We're doing some more shopping today for small scale furniture, which gives us an opportunity to go out to lunch in Milwaukee. East side. I think we're going to go to some Scandinavian stores. We like the modern furniture, clean lines, hibiscus in mostly shade. Yep. For those of you who don't know me or are new to my channel, yes, I do. I have lamb's quarters, the weed, in my garden because I eat it. Oh, sweet autumn. Clematis is starting to bloom right here. Pretty dainty flower. Blooms for a long time. Roxanne's coming to help me out tomorrow. We're going to be deadheading or cutting back this tiger lilies. That's one. And then tiger lilies and some goldenrod that needs pulling out. It's already bloomed a couple weeks ago. So now I pull it out. Thank you for hanging in with me on my Wednesday whoops last week. Almost did it again this week because we're going away on a Tuesday. How can we go away on Tea Time Tuesday? Then I forget. Oh, that smoke bush. Royal Emperor, I think. Cosmos doing their thing, and they need deadheading. Amaranth. I start on the same side every week because of the sun. So I'm not walking into the sun. I'm going from east to west. Now you can see how this goldenrod is starting to seed, dry up. So within the next week or so, this comes out. And if it doesn't come out completely, then at least deadhead it. Same with the lobelia. Next week, I think the lobelia will be coming down. It blooms from the bottom. Okay, see those starting to go to seed? To the top. Now, in years past, or when I was a young gardener, I wanted it to get every bloom out of it. Well, by the time this blooms, this down here is dropping seed. So it depends on how much you want it to spread. If you want it to spread, then don't deadhead it. Turtle head. This one blooms first, and then I have a shorter one called Hot Lips, and that blooms later. Sum and substance. Okay, this is how the Persicaria, let me put my hand under it. Can you see that tiny little skinny stem? That's going to be the flower. Kind of a fuchsia color. So in mass, it'll look fairly decent. One or two plants, the flower's insignificant. If I walk faster, maybe we'll walk on the wild side down there. Yep, that goldenrod comes out. That's what you do with aggressive plants. Either make sure you deadhead them first. Take off before they go to seed. And then that one there is also a traveler. So root traveling. So we will take that off, or dig out, I mean, some of it that's close to the edge here. I don't know, did I show you my fire sticks last week? Fire sticks cactus, succulent. That's it up there. And then in this sprinkling can, I stuck in some fire sticks. Oh, and some flapjack. Did I put let's see if I put in yeah, and a jade. We'll see how it does. I have it, so why not? And then the other succulent would be, that I use a lot in the pots, is the flapjacks. So low maintenance. Diablo 9 bark. That helps when we're sitting on our deck. It makes a screen for us from our neighbors seeing us on the deck. Okay, what else is in here that's new? Volunteer, I see sunflower, which got cut off a couple times, which is good because see how short it's blooming? It's going to bloom. Nice. Anemone. Joe pie. A lot of bindweed in there. Darn, I don't know where it came from. But I mean, it is big time on there, and it's going to seed. Right on that one there. I mean, there are a lot in there. On the other side, I could show you, but I'm not proud of it. But I'm also not losing sleep over it. So pretty even going into bud, the garlic chives. Are you saying to yourself, gee, Lark has a lot of aggressive plants? Pretty texture in the garden. Can you see the trumpet vine is still blooming? And I was so concerned. Where am I here? I can't see so good. Yeah, there we are. Trumpet vine. Still giving me some blooms. And then next to it, on the same arch, is Sweet Autumn. Some of you inquired about how I did this sculpture. These plates are wedged in here, okay, in the spokes. The chimney sweep brush is wired in, as this is also wired in. Can you see the wires right there? And then they're wedged in. And then this is glued in. Wired. It's a candlestick holder. Can you see where the candle went in? And then I just stuck a blue ball in there. And making sure that the glass you use is all the way through, not painted glass. And then of course that's a bicycle rim. And then I put a spinner on top. So it rotates, especially in the winter, so you see both sides. And then just some big hook I found at the dump in the dumpster. I used to do a lot of dumpster diving. Pretty light on these, Sum and Substance. They get it in the morning. Now this perilla, when it goes to seed, and that one right there, plus the other ones, I'll pull them out and shake them in a paper bag, and then I'm going to put them, and I thought I did last year, back in that area where celandine poppy bloomed in the spring and the spreading Jacobs. Well, I'll be throwing perilla back there again. Jewelweed with the Annabelle and the blue lobelia. We'll just walk through here real quick, okay? I took another cutting of my holy basil, and now it's going to flower again. So the ones that are flowering are the ones that I will next cut and dry. Whoops. Okay, basil. Yucky. Somebody told me it was, which could be right, that it got like that because I have it in the cinder block and it's more, did you say alkaline in there? But the ones in a plastic pot are doing that also. I'm thinking that maybe it's like a fungus of some type from all the rain. Okay. My neighbor has cut down his pine trees. So as I walk through here, you're going to see his house. That's Juliet. Okay. Juliet. And I need to pick today because there's quite a few on the ground. But definite fungus. You can see how I've been limbing them up. But they're giving me tomatoes, and that's what I'm after. Pepper plants are doing well so far. That's a brandy wine in there. Those biggies. Whoops. But you can see, not many leaves left on them. Okay. Yep. Cut down. Hopefully he'll cut the stumps down too. Okay. I don't want to spend too much time here. Yucky cucumber will be coming out today, this one. But the beans are also using the saplings for crawling, so I'll leave most saplings in. And I need to pick beans. Much easier for this older body to pick pole beans than it is bush beans. I let the lettuce go to seed. This is Butter Crunch. Amaranth looking pretty, but that is in my asparagus patch. Asparagus roots probably aren't too happy with that. And then my other arch. That's beans on this one, on this side. Japanese beetles have been declining a little, so it's not too bad. And then my succulent bike. And here's my more basil and cilantro. And see the yuck on here? In the back? I don't know. Yeah. Type of fungus. And then my other cucumber. And I'm very happy I did this succession planting. Pulling carrots, and there's no flowers on my calendula because I picked yesterday. I usually pick every other day and I dry calendula. So these will probably get picked tomorrow. Calendula. I use it in my creams and salves and infused oil. I make an infused oil and then I use it in my body butter and lip balms and healing salves. Let's see, I get in the shade here. I have about 5 minutes. from behind. That path goes back behind the hostas. Let's go this way though. Oh, tansy's starting to bloom. Tansy. This one. I forget its medicinal qualities. Very tall, okay? Very tall. Can you see? Tansy. Let it go wild. Jewelweed. See that tiny flower? The hummingbirds love that. See, it's tubular. It's also called touch me not, I think. What's this? I don't know, some kind of vine. Could be, I don't know. Blueberries are doing well in there. Oh, I gotta pick some. This is my latest bush. Can't see in there so good. Whoops, I just stopped in a divot. Loose strife, purple loose strife. Of course I didn't plant that. That's our wetland plant. And I think the county did some spraying one year or releasing of some bug that does eat the loose strife. And we didn't have it for years. I think I'm going to have to do a separate video on Wednesdays. Walk on the wild side. Because I'm not going to get through. Got another acre back here to walk. So I'll just show you down by the creek and we'll say goodbye. Maple tree, and then our beautiful tamaracks. And I do appreciate you stopping by again. Take care.